Robin Hood Radio presents the commentary of Don Morrison. Don is a former editor at Time magazine. He's an author, lecturer, and member of the Berkshire Eagle Advisory Board.
The heat was climbing toward 100 the other day, and I could barely breathe. So my wife and I headed for the coolest place we could find, the Boston Museum of Fine Arts, an American cultural treasure. Cool in every sense of the word. But almost as soon as I got there, I was gasping again. What took my breath away was not the heat, but a painting. It's called The Slave Ship by the 19th century British master J.M.W. Turner. You may have seen the 2014 movie, Mr. Turner, with Timothy Spall playing the painter. If you did, you'll know Turner was not an easy man. He was a decent one. The painting depicts a real event. In 1781, a British slave ship ran into a typhoon en route to the colonies. The captain ordered sick and dying slaves thrown into the churning waters. He could collect insurance on them, but only if they were, quote, lost at sea. The incident got attention. Britain outlawed slavery some years later, and the painting was bought by a Boston abolitionist who gave it to the museum. It wasn't just the power of Turner's image that left me breathless. It was the realization that slavery's stubborn residue, racism, is still tearing us apart. Our president recently insulted a black congressman in the entire, mostly black, city of Baltimore. He told 4 non-white members of Congress to go back where they came from. Meanwhile, a white New York City policeman was cleared of choking a black man to death. Witnesses said the man pleaded 11 times, "I can't breathe." It's hard to believe we're still arguing about race. Many white folks think the civil rights movement, school desegregation, the Voting Rights Act, and human progress generally have solved the problem. We don't notice that non-whites in the U.S. are far more likely to be shot by police, put in jail, turned down for a loan or a job. We don't really know what it's like to be black, to endure countless thoughtless slurs and slights. It must be literally breathtaking. I'm sick of racism, of hearing about yet another divisive incident or tasteless tweet. Our national conversation about race has grown repetitive, unproductive, suffocating. We need a breakthrough, a new idea, a new president, a new generation. Because right now, I can't breathe. I'm Don Morrison.
Don Morrison is an author and editor. He's taught at universities in the United States, Europe, and Asia. He's the European editor of the British magazine Port and a member of the Berkshire Eagle Advisory Board. He lives in Paris, Miami, and in Berkshire County.